Okay, welcome to the Crow Discovery Project. We got a really cool clip here. The full spectrum rig is starting to pay dividends, and Crowette killed it last night. I'll show you the method that she pioneered sometime back using auto lighting. So here is the full spectrum camera, and I'll show you what it was that she was doing to catch the object that she caught. So we have it set on auto lighting right now. We typically run on manual, but look what happens when you go out of frame. When you go out of frame, you get this effect, and we can often see stars and other things that you can't see using any other method. So the object that was caught is, I think, solely because she was doing this. Now, here is both cameras to demonstrate that we had the footage I'm about to show you in visual and in full spectrum. So watch both frames. They'll move together so that you understand. This was shot simultaneously on two cameras, and then you'll see it pan down. So the big frame is the Canon in full spectrum, and then the other one is visual spectrum with the Nikon, a telephoto, and a doubler. So there it is. That demonstrates that we have it on two cameras at once. So let's take a look here, and there's going to be an arrow that comes in, and I'll show you the raw footage. It's going to be in the upper left, and it's going to be pretty quick. Watch right there. And there it is. And it looks like a vortex. It doesn't look like much in this view, but after you see it a few times, you'll see how interesting it is. And I'll slow it down to 50% here. Watch this. It's very, very strange. It comes into view, goes out of view. Looks like it has a tunnel going through it, like a vortex almost. And that was at 20% speed. Very unusual object. Okay, so we're going to load up both cameras at the same time to demonstrate that this is only visible using the full spectrum rig. So I'm going to run them simultaneous so that you can see the movement and know that both cameras are in fact shooting the same thing. So I'll cue you. A circle is going to come up when the object is going to come in. What you should do is look at the Canon in the upper right. It's going to happen so quickly. And when the circle comes up, just stare into the circle in the upper right image, and you'll see that there is no visible thing. There's the flash. There was nothing on the Canon in visible spectrum. Here it comes again. Slowed down slightly, and the arrow shows when it should have been. So you can see it in ultraviolet IR, but not in visual. So here is a blow up of the visual spectrum on the Canon, and when the arrow comes up, that's when the flash should have occurred. I lined up the two clips. Alright, let's take some looks at the object run with filters at different magnifications. Actually, I think each of these is at 600%. It's just a crazy, crazy thing. I have no idea what that is. It almost looks like a spinning vortex to me, now that I've looked at it a bunch of times. This is slowed down to 50%. And we'll take a regular view with ultra zoom here in a minute. At any rate, you know, using the system that we have now, it doubles the work. It is so much work to run two cameras, then go through all the footage and pair the footage back. But you can see what the result is going to be. This is just after basically 3 nights of filming, and we have well over 100 clips to go through, matching files from two cameras, and we shot quite a few objects, but this is by far the most unusual object that we've seen so far. This is a find edge filter. Okay, we're going to take one more view like this, and then I'm going to run it a little more as you would see it through the spectrum camera. There's going to be an arrow that pops up when you should look right here, and that's in real time. 600%. And here it comes again, and this is slowed all the way down to 10%. It almost looks like a spinning vortex to me, but it is very strange that you cannot see this in visible light, and I'm pretty sure if Crowette had not been using the auto lighting in the way she was, we never would have saw it. Here's the original file, upper left, and there it goes. So there it is. You know, we're running the equipment with 2 cameras now. It is way more than double the work, and then reviewing footage is just, it takes forever because you're pairing and timing out things with 2 sets of files. But you can see what the benefit is. I mean, this is definitively proved that whatever we just filmed could not be seen in the visual spectrum. So very interesting stuff, and you know, cheers to Croat. It's funny because when I'm filming, I always try to say lined up on the moon, and she's always moving around. Well, the way she does it just paid off big time, so there it is. Cheers.